Recruit graduation of class 58. As many of you know, this has been a long and challenging journey for these recruits, but after tonight, they will no longer be recruits. They'll be Cobb County firefighters. We'd like to thank Cobb PD and Captain Matt Hurst for hosting us tonight and allowing us to use this beautiful facility. We really appreciate that support. And thank you to everyone here who has come out tonight to support their loved ones in this exciting occasion. Now, Captain Mike Bell, our department chaplain, will lead those who wish to participate in the invocation.
For those who would like, if you will bow your heads. Holy Father, I thank you for the day you've blessed us with. Beautiful day, God. Thank you, Lord, for the occasion that we're all gathered together here for. God, I thank you for these recruits that have been through school, training, hard days, long nights of studying, God, to reach this accomplishment of becoming a Cobb County firefighter. I pray your blessings upon them, upon their career, and upon their families as we tonight welcome them to the Cobb County Fire Department family. I ask you, Lord, as always, God, that you'd look after and protect those that are riding a truck tonight, and Lord, protecting us. For our brothers and sisters in blue, that you'd be with them. And God, we thank you for them. For our leadership that's represented here, God, we pray that you'd ever give them wisdom, direction, and understanding, God, as they make decisions. Lord, I pray that you'd bless our military. God, I pray for our government. Lord, we ask all these things that you'd just be in everything that's said and done here tonight. We ask this in Christ's name. Amen. Ask you all to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, and indivisible, liberty and justice for all. If you would remain standing for our national anthem by Miss Brittany Rasmussen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Right.
Good evening. You can take a seat. I'm Kevin Gross, Deputy Chief of Preparedness. Please join me in welcoming Recruit Class 58. The Recruit Academy of Class 58 began on August 23rd, 2021, and officially ends tomorrow, April 15th, 2022. So you're not done yet, guys. Anything can happen. But Class 58 has a total of 16 recruits. Of these 16 recruits, 13 are brand new firefighters. 2 come to us from other metro departments, and 1 came from a department in Alabama. The average age of the recruit class in 58 is 28. We have 4 recruits who have served in the military, 3 in the Army, and 1 in the Navy. We thank you for your service. Several of these recruits have relatives who are currently serving or have served in some form of public safety. Thank you for your guidance and influence. Now please enjoy a presentation and memories of Recruit Class 58. Following the presentation, Fire Chief Bill Johnson will introduce the command staff and special guests.
All right. Can everybody hear me? Is this thing working? Hello? Hey, good evening. Hello again, and thank you again for being here. As Chief Gross said, my name is Bill Johnson, and I have the honor and pleasure of serving as a fire chief here in Cobb County. And tonight, this graduation, it could not have happened without the support of you all, and I'll speak to that in just a minute. And I can assure you, for this 16 over here, this couldn't have happened soon enough. They put in a lot of work, and they've been looking forward to this day for quite some time. And I'll tell you, this is the first time in several years, 2 years plus, that we've had the opportunity for the recruit class to invite who they wanted to graduation because we're not under the COVID restrictions. And yeah. And earlier, Chief Hancock told me, I think we're setting a record tonight with one family. The Coates family, where are you? They brought everybody. Thank y'all for being here. So real quick, I'm going to speak to about our elected officials and let them come up and speak. But before I do, last year marked the 50th anniversary for Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services as we know it today. And even though we're a fairly young department in age, we've done a lot over the last 50 years. And I don't have time to sit here tonight and tell you about everything that we've done, but I do want to highlight two things that are really special for us in the Cobb County Fire Department. Number one, several years ago, we achieved an ISO rating of 1. And for those who don't know what that is, the ISO rating of 1 is the highest rating you can have as a fire department. And there are people who really, well, thank you. And there are people who really say ISO really doesn't mean anything because it's related to insurance and my insurance company doesn't even recognize it. But what it does measure that is very important to everyone is it measures risk. It measures our ability as a fire department to handle fire and fire only. It doesn't worry about our ability to handle EMS calls or technical rescue calls. It's about fire. Your loved ones have chosen, and your family, friends have chosen to come work for a fire department that represents the very best in the ability to fight fire. We're also an accredited agency. We've been an accredited agency for 15 years. What that means is we, under the permission of our Board of Commissioners and our county manager and our director of public safety, we allowed a group of our peers to come into our department and microscopically dissect our organization in everything that we do. So it's basically a performance appraisal for our organization. Last month, part of the command staff and myself, along with the director, we had the honor of going to a conference where we were awarded an accredited agency again for the next 5 years. And what does that mean for us? What does that mean for your loved ones? I'll just say it like this. There's over 27,000 fire departments in the United States. Of those, there are only 113 nationwide that have an ISO rating of 1 and also are accredited. That's pretty impressive. So that's the department that they've chosen to come work for. We would not be able to do the things we do here in Cobb Fire. We wouldn't be able to have the services we do. We wouldn't be able to provide the programs that we do and become accredited to have the ISO 1 rating if it wasn't from the support of our elected officials. Our elected officials, our Board of Commissioners, for years has proven and said that public safety is their number one priority. And I can't thank them enough. Thank you so much for your support of public safety and what you do on a regular basis. Tonight, we're honored to have two of our commissioners here. I'm going to ask them to come up and say a few words. The first one, I'd like to ask Chairwoman Lisa Cupid to come up. Thank you.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening to everyone who's here today, and congratulations to our graduates. Congratulations also to the supportive friends and family who are here today and helped to bring them to this day. I certainly know that it must have been a tremendous amount of hard work and sacrifice and preparation to get here today. Many people can say that they go to work and have a job. Many people may feel like they're part of a profession, but I'd like to think for what our firefighters do, that you are really taking part in a calling, and to experience the type of things that you will do not only takes intellect and not only takes brawn, but it takes heart. It takes heart to deal with people in their vulnerability. It takes heart to deal with people who are having challenging circumstances. And from my experience, not only as chair of this county, but also as a mother of two boys who have prompted me to call 911 on more than one occasion, I know that it is those that really take our families in as your own and take their health and safety seriously that really touches the hearts of many who are here. And so I don't always have the opportunity to be a part of moments like this, but when I do, I certainly want you to know from my heart to yours that I'm grateful for the call that you've answered and for the service that you will provide our many families, our residents, our stakeholders, our businesses here in the county. And as our chief said, please know that you do have support of our Board of Commissioners. Thank you.
Our next speaker will be District 1 Commissioner, Commissioner Gamble.
Thank you, and good evening, and congratulations to the recruit class 58 on your graduation. Thank you for serving, and also thank you to your families for your support. It is very important as they go forward in their careers. As Director Kreider often says, in the caller's worst moment, you are their shining hope. Thank you.
Our next speaker is no stranger to our recruit class because he stood in front of them multiple times, including the night before this program started, and said a few words. So Director Kreider started with Cobb County Fire over 31 years ago and worked his way through the ranks up to the fire chief. And he served as our fire chief for 6 years until he was appointed Director of Public Safety a few years ago. But prior to joining Cobb, Director Kreider spent 9+ years with a neighboring organization. So altogether, Director Kreider has over 40 years in public safety. And I'm sad to say that at the end of this year, he's going to hang it up. But at this time, I'd like to welcome Director Kreider.
Thank you, Chief. First, before I make any comments to the recruits, I just want to recognize our public safety family. Here in Cobb County, we're all on one team. I have the honor of representing 1,800 of the finest men and women in public safety that you would ever want to meet. And it's comprised of 5 different departments. First, I'd like to recognize our police command staff sitting down here in front of me, guys, if you would. Acting Chief Scott Hamilton and a portion of his command staff. Our EMA Director, Cassie Masloom. And our Animal Services Director and our 911 Director couldn't be with us tonight. So I just want to say a few words, first of all, to the family. And I know that you've already been thanked for your support that you'll provide for them, that you've already provided for them, and that the support that they'll need moving forward. I tell you, there's going to come those days when they come home from a shift that you're going to recognize that things just may not be 100% like they normally are. And you just have to understand that and know that that's okay. They may want to talk. They may not want to talk. Let them guide that. Let them lead that. But please lend that ear for them, because they're going to be seeing some things and interacting with people that are in conditions that most people never see. So for the recruits, I've got just a couple of things for you. I mentioned to you in the back a few minutes ago. Have fun. You do a very serious job, but sometimes the way you get through those difficult times is have fun and share your burdens with each other. Commit to what you're doing. There's not many people that have an opportunity, and Commissioner Gambrell spoke about this just briefly, but someone else's problem, Chief Hamilton, is your opportunity. Not many people have the opportunity to be the opportunity for that person who has a problem. I also want to encourage you to commit to what you've chosen to do, because it is a calling. I bet I could come over and ask all 16 of you one at a time why you want to be a firefighter, and the old answer is going to be, because I want to help people. Remember that when your pay may not be exactly what you want it to be. Remember that when that other disgruntled firefighter beside you is complaining about their electric windows won't go down on their fire truck. I'm dating myself, I guess I remember this, right? I remember when we first got fire trucks with electric windows, we actually had one of our firefighters complain because it wouldn't go down. But anyway, commit to the job. There are going to be disappointments. You're never going to be paid what you're worth. Never put a pencil to the job or the career that you've chosen to do. And Chairwoman Cupid said it exactly right. It is a calling. And you'll recognize very quickly if it's your calling or not. Some of you may or may not stay with the department long term. Some do, some don't. But I encourage you that while you wear that patch that says Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services, that you'll commit to the citizens that support you, to our elected officials that support you, and most of all to those brother and sister firefighters that are there to support you through everything that you're going to go through. Congratulations to you. It's been difficult. And I mentioned to you back in the back, not the physical exercise probably wasn't as difficult for you as those every Monday tests that you knew you had to pass. But you've made it. This is a highlight of your career, but it's also just the beginning of your career. So good luck to you. We're going to give you the best of equipment to use. We're going to give you the best apparatus, but it's your responsibility to be good stewards of all those things that are given to you. Good luck to you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you all. Real quick, I'm going to take just a few minutes to recognize some people that are here with us tonight. I'd start with our command staff. 2 of the 3 deputy chiefs are here. Over here, Deputy Chief Gross, Deputy Chief Crumley. Thank you guys for being here. We have our district chiefs, District Chief Scott White, District Chief Josh Taylor. We have all of our division chiefs, Division Chief Mike Cunningham, who serves as our chief of staff. Y'all have already met Division Chief Tom Hancock. He's our training chief. Division Chief Nick Adams, who's our EMS chief. And this guy, I say this every time, if you're a business owner in Cobb County, this is the guy you hate the most. This is our fire marshal, Nick Dahl. All right. And so we're real honored this evening as well. Tonight, this recruit class was a little different in that we had the opportunity to work with one of our neighboring departments and let a few of their members come in and go through the recruit school with us. So we were very honored to have them. And tonight we have one of their command staff. He'll be up here on the stage in a little while to do some pictures. But thank you, sir, for being here with us. To my left, to your right, scattered in the upper left up there, we have quite a few members of our fire department. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate y'all being here. Up there is a group that is very envious of this recruit class because they want to be where they are. This is our recruit class 59. Thank you all for being here. So I'm going to join the next few together. If we have any members in attendance who are Cobb County Fire retirees, if you're a member of another fire department and you have a family or a loved one who is in this recruit class, would you all stand, please, just for a second? Thank you. And what I would like to say to you all is thank you. Thank you for example to your family or friend for encouraging them to want to follow in your footsteps. That is very awesome. We say we're a family, and to have a family or a friend kind of follow in your footsteps has to make you very proud. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to let Chief Hancock introduce this next staff individually, but I just want the family and friends to know that are here tonight. Our training staff that's down here, your loved ones were trained by what I would say, without hesitation, is the best, absolute best training staff around in the Southeast. I would even say that. They do a phenomenal job, and I want to thank each one of you for being here tonight and what you do on a daily basis that allows our members to serve the public the way we do. Thank y'all. We also have representation. So for your family members, when they were going through the hiring process, they may have come to you and said, you would not believe what they're grilling me with, the processes I have to go through. Well, you can thank our IA, Tommy McDonald's over there. So thank you for being here. And again, just real quick, I want to thank our Honor Guard Battalion Chief Ian Martin on the bagpipes, and then also our communications department and our PIOs for what they're doing tonight. And I'll say this, and last but not least, I want to thank our administrative staff who helped put all this together. Christy Ellenberg, thank you. The training department's one of their admins. The other admin couldn't be here. And also Brittany, I think she had to step out. Brittany sang our national anthem, and she works with me in the chief's office as the admin to the fire chief's office. So and even though Director Kreider's already recognized this group, I also would like to say thank you to our brothers and sisters in public safety who took the time tonight to be here. Appreciate you all. So, all right, I'll get into just a few more minutes. I promise I'll stop. So I'm going to speak first to the family and friends that are here. Tonight is all about the recruits, but it's also a celebration of those in attendance for supporting your family member or friend. You know, these recruits could not have done what they have or haven't been able to accomplish what they have without your support. So thank you very much. You have all sacrificed a lot throughout this recruit school. So recruits, I would like for you to take a moment to thank those in attendance for the support they've given you. I'm going to expand on what Director Kreider just talked about, or he briefly spoke about. And, you know, and not long ago, we had a peer team doctor come in to speak to the members of our peer team. And our peer team is a group of people who are in the organization that they're here to help the members of our organization who have been through something difficult. And they're there just to lend an ear and to offer some support or whatever that support may be in many different ways. But one of the things that she did when she was here, and it was in this room, is she went around and asked every peer team member how they dealt with stress. And it was really, it blew me away that the common theme for a lot of our peer team members was they told that clinician that they dealt with stress by just spending time alone. They needed to spend time by themselves just to process something that they've dealt with. And a lot of times, like the director said, it may be that really, really bad call that they ran the shift before that it's very difficult and they're not quite ready to talk about. So if your loved one, like he said, comes home and they're not just themselves, it's okay. It's okay to talk to them. Ask them if there's anything that you can do. Do they want you to sit down and just listen, because we tell our people a lot of times talking is healing. So understand the demands of this job can be overwhelming when they see time and time and time again just some of those horrific calls that they're exposed to. We're happy that we have recently brought on another clinician, and she is focused 100% on the mental resiliency of public safety first responders. And so we've got a great relationship with her. And that person is there for you as a family member as well. If you're dealing or you're having struggles with what your loved one may have dealt with, or you want help, please reach out, because we will help you as well. All right, recruits, real quick. Congratulations on getting here tonight. You know, when we talked just a few minutes ago, I told you I'd speak of this again. But when we did our command staff introductions, as a command staff, we told you we looked forward to the night where we stood on a stage and you walked across the stage and we shook your hand and said, congratulations, you've made it. That night has finally arrived. And I am so proud of each and every one of you. This is a huge accomplishment, because we told you early on that very first day, look to your left and look to your right. There's going to be people that aren't going to be able to make it through our recruit school. And that happened. You persevered. You have the ability, or you will now be able to call yourself a Cobb County firefighter after tonight. So congratulations. Director Crider said it a few minutes ago when we were talking to you, and we talked to you about it on command staff introductions, that your captain's appointment starts the day you come on the job. Remember that. Always do your best. We have a job of public service. We are here to serve the public in whatever capacity they need us to. And you do that to the best of your abilities. And if you do that and you work hard, you can go as far as you want in Cobb County Fire Department. But it's up to you to put in the work and the effort. Remember our values and cultural commitments. Again, remember we're here to serve the community, and we need each one of you to understand how our values and cultural commitments allow us to meet the mission of the organization. And the last thing I'm going to say is, I want each of you to remember each shift when you go to work what the sign above the training ground classroom says. And for those of you who can't remember, and for those of you in the audience, I'll tell you, it says, through these doors walk the greatest firefighters in the world. Remember that. Remember that. You will, after tonight, you will no longer be a Cobb County fire recruit. You're going to leave here as a firefighter, part of the greatest fire department in the United States. Thank you all again for being here, and I'll turn it over to Chief Hancock.
All right, I'd like to recognize all the training division staff who played an integral part in the success of these recruits. Start out with Captain Hope Smith, Lieutenant Brian Keaton, Lieutenant Kemp Brazil, Lieutenant Paul Willis is up top, EMS Coordinator Larry Cosby, EMS Instructor Melvin Teat, Engineer Jessica Cochran, Physical Fitness Coordinator Jeff Poe, Captain Ben Holly, Lieutenant Curtis Downey, Lieutenant Kurt Seufert, Lieutenant Rob Beckler, Engineer Blair Maxwell, Engineer Jeremy Thompson, Engineer Will Hutchison, and Lieutenant Kim Taylor, and Lieutenant Sean Ravish. So it takes a lot of training staff to train recruits, as you can tell. So thank you very much for everything that y'all did. Made a huge impact on the recruits. Also like to echo what Chief Johnson said and thank our administrative specialist, Christy Ellenberg, and Kelly Sterling for all the hard work they do keeping us straight and keeping y'all certified in the field and getting y'all certified. They do a tremendous amount, and so thank y'all very much for that. And then I'd like to thank maintenance tech Keith Cooper, who keeps everything running around training and in good shape. So thank you to him also. So thanks to everybody in the training division. Along with the training division, what makes our training program so successful, we also bring in adjunct instructors from the field, the guys that are out there and girls that are riding the apparatus, running the calls, and really specializing in the different skills. So we call those our working groups. We've got some of those members that are here today, so thank you to the ones that are here and those that aren't. But it's a combination of our training staff and those adjunct instructors that takes our training to the next level. So thank y'all to everybody for all the support and hard work that y'all put in for that. So. All right, this time I'm going to turn it over to Captain Hoke Smith for presenting our Recruit School Awards.
Good evening. I'm Captain Hoke Smith. I had the privilege of serving as a Recruit Academy captain for Recruit Class 58. I've been blessed very much with almost 26 years here with Cobb Fire. I'm going to tell y'all something. It's eating me up because I can retire any day that I want to. When I was watching that video a while ago, it ain't going to be long. I'm going to give this up. I've got 32 years in the fire service. It ain't easy, is it, brother? Captain Mike Bell's about to go in June. When you walk away from something that you've loved for most of your life, it's a hard decision. It's tough. I'll get back to what I'm supposed to say. But I'll say this, though. When I started here in 1996, we didn't have the ability to watch this in what they call live stream. My sweetheart's at home. My wife's at home watching me on TV. Love you, baby. All right. So like I said, this is a very good chance this will be my last graduation ceremony as a Cobb County employee. I thought class 57 would be my last class, but to the delight of class 58, I'm still here. But I'd like to congratulate you on a job well done. Those of us who've served in public safety for a while are often referred to as heroes for the things we've seen and the things that we've done. We don't see it that way. We consider ourselves fortunate and blessed for the God-given privilege of doing what we do, to be allowed the opportunity to make a positive difference in the lives of the strangers we serve. There's nothing like it. When we reach the end of our careers, whenever that might be, we can look back and be proud of the good that we did, often for those who had no possibility to do anything for us in return. The fact of the matter is, these recruits have already done one of the most heroic things that they'll ever do in their career. They showed up for the first day of recruit school. Every single one of them knew the risk involved with becoming a firefighter, that this job could someday cost them their very lives, and they showed up anyway. And they're still here. I can assure you the journey to this point has not been easy for them. Teddy Roosevelt said, "It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or when the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the one who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there's no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends oneself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if they fail, at least fails while daring greatly, so that their place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. The Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services Recruit Academy is very mentally, emotionally, and physically challenging. We hold our recruits to a very high, non-compromising standard because the citizens and visitors of Cobb County deserve the best. We give very difficult weekly exams in both fire training and advanced emergency medical training. Every exam requires a minimum passing score of 75%. In addition to the weekly written exams, our recruits are required to maintain an extremely demanding routine that challenges their physical abilities. Because we maintain such demand and such high standards, the dropout rate for our recruit academy averages 20 to 25%. This class actually was 30%. So considering that, these recruits, these graduates represent the very best, the best of the best. And they have every right to be proud of this major accomplishment. We often tell our recruits that perfection is expected, excellence is tolerated. Even though these recruits have earned the prestigious title of Cobb County Firefighter, we would like to recognize the top performers of the class with the following awards. The awards for the highest academic average were earned by the individuals themselves, and I'll announce those, but the other awards were based on votes. While only one recruit will receive each award, I think it's only fair to tell you that the votes were extremely close. Recruits, when I call your name, please come forward and receive your award. The recruit who earned the highest academic average for the 12 weeks of fire training is Braden Moore. Before I present the award for the highest academic average for the Advanced EMT School, I want to give you a little more information about this course. This very rigid coursework is condensed into a very fast-paced 22-week time frame. The first 10 weeks are for basic EMT training, immediately followed by 12 weeks of advanced EMT training. And it's equivalent to a very challenging college-level course. Our department's EMS staff is second to none, and they have a very successful pass rate. By comparison, the entire country, their average advanced EMT course pass rate is just 46%. Our EMS staff consistently produces an average pass rate of 87%. That's very impressive. We have our EMS instructors, Mr. Larry Cosby and Mr. Melvin Teat, to thank for that. The recruit who earned the highest academic average in advanced EMT training is Braden Moore. I obviously knew he was getting that, and I could have made him stay up here. But I know they've been working out and running a few stairs, and I knew he could make it. Not every fitness award recipient is the strongest, the fastest, or the one with the most endurance. But this recruit always gave 100%, gave an all-out effort. It didn't matter if they're doing a 5-mile run, a high-intensity circuit workout, or doing our regular physical abilities test. He was always at or near the top of the class, always pushed his fellow recruits to do their best, and he did it with an extremely positive attitude. The recruit who earned the fitness award is Andy Hiron. This next award has very special significance. It's the Recruit's Choice Award. It is significant because the recruits look within their own ranks and determine who they believe was the most outstanding recruit of the class. This recruit could be relied upon to help them get through the tough days of the academy, and one who exemplified the camaraderie and sense of family that the fire service is known for. This was a close vote, but the person chosen by Class 58 for the most outstanding recruit is Ty Lue. The final award this evening is the Most Outstanding Recruit Award. This award recipient was selected by the training staff as the most outstanding recruit of the class. We recognize this recruit for outstanding leadership qualities, diligence, service, loyalty, and a commitment to the fire service. He consistently demonstrated the knowledge, skills, and determination necessary to perform the duties of a Cobb County firefighter in an exemplary manner. He was very disciplined and displayed a work ethic that far exceeded requirements. He's been a true role model for the members of Recruit Class 58. The person chosen by the training staff is the most outstanding recruit for Class 58 is Andy Hiron. Congratulations, all award recipients. Nobody else is coming up. All right, that concludes the awards portion of the ceremony. But before we move on, I'd like to recognize one more recruit. When you can retire, you can do something that's a little surprise. But seriously, he has no idea what I'm going to say, but he did give me his blessing to mention his age. As recruiting instructors, we have high expectations, and we're pretty hard on our recruits. We do our best to maintain a very rigid attitude that promotes determination and success. They say I have permanent RBF. That helps with that. You know what that is. But we still build relationships, and we get attached to recruits because we want them to be successful. We want to be productive. Having said that, I'll try to do this without getting a little emotion involved. This recruit served as a fireman in the engine room in the United States Navy. He's already retired from public safety after serving 20 years as a detective for the City of New York Police Department. Being from New York, he don't talk like I do. In fact, he sometimes struggled to understand some of the things I was saying to him, especially when I threw some of those Southern phrases at him. I'm not sure he understands some of it to this day. But anyway, he came to us at the age of 46 to start a new career as a firefighter. After all, one thing that all police officers and firefighters have in common, they all want to be firefighters. We like to have fun with our brothers and sisters in blue. They can take it. They give us the same stuff back too. They call us names. And we don't call them names back because they got guns. But we do love them. We are truly a public safety family here in Cobb County, and we all get along. We have fun with each other. So seriously, it's very challenging for somebody in their 20s and 30s to meet the extreme physical demands of the academy and to successfully complete our program. But for somebody 46 years old to do it, it's almost unheard of and very impressive. I know for a fact there were days he wanted to quit. He got beat down, exhausted, he was hurting, questioned his reason for being here, but he never gave up. And that's what we tell him in the beginning. Don't give up, just keep pushing. So he kept getting up, kept putting one foot in front of the other and providing an example for the other recruits to follow. And I remember on one occasion, he was having a really tough day. When I was speaking to him, he told me, "I can't quit, sir. I want my family to be proud of me." I think he accomplished that long before that day. He demonstrated the type of character, grit, heart, and determination that it takes to do this job, and he's to be commended for it. Well, there's no award for his success. If there were, I think he'd get it. Recruit George Lang, stand up and be recognized. I know y'all could have stopped me. Thank you for letting me do that. So now, Recruit Class 58 has a few gifts they'd like to present to their Recruit Academy Supervisor, Lieutenant Brian Keaton, to Lieutenant Kent Brazil, and EMS Instructor Mel Teep. Y'all come on up. Y'all go ahead and get your gifts. All right, that's all the fun I get to have, I guess. Thank you, 58. At this time, Chief Hancock will begin the presentation of certificates, helmets, and the pinning of the badge. It's been a great ride.
All right. We'll now begin our presentation of the helmets and badges. Chase Booz, badge number 1275. Brian Carlisle, badge number 1281. Tyler Coates, badge number 1280. Cole Foster, badge 1282. That's your crew, yeah. That's your crew. Andy Haron, badge number 1273. Jaleem Grant, badge number 1284. Corwin Hambrick, badge number 1286. George Lane, badge number 1278. Ty Lu, badge number 1285. Nathan Marsit, badge number 1287. Vince McAllister, badge number 1277. Mario Manoscal, badge number 1274. Braden Moore, badge number 1276. Sam Otteson, badge number 1283. Clayton Waters, badge number 1272. Asher Wyatt Williams, badge number 1279. Mac McCluskey. So Mac's being presented tonight with a certificate for his AEMT. He was one of our fire explorers, and through a partnership with Cobb WorkSource, Mac was provided an opportunity for an internship that allowed him to go through our EMT class with Class 58. Matt completed the program, and I'm proud to say has been hired by Cobb Fire and will be in recruit class 60, which is scheduled to begin in August. So we're very proud of Mac for his accomplishment. All right, Chief Johnson touched on it earlier. We were, along with the recruits we just recognized, we had a few other recruits from Douglas County Fire Department that joined our class. So we want to recognize them for their accomplishment as well. The three firefighters, one of them I think is actually on a working fire right now in Douglas County, so he's not here. That's Sonata Shershell. So congratulations, Sonatas. Next one. Trey Major. AJ Skidmore. All right, recruits, y'all remain standing. Everybody else can sit down. So the fire department badges that each of you just received are rich in history and symbolism. It represents trust, bravery, sacrifice, and a commitment to respond to all types of emergencies, to render aid to anyone in need. Recruits wear these badges with pride and honor and commit to never taking any act that would bring shame or disgrace to it or the countless firefighters who have worn the badge before you. At this time, I would like to introduce Deputy Chief Carl Crumley, who will administer the oath and swearing in of the recruits.
Recruits, raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Hereby swear that I will support the Constitution and bylaws of the United States of America, the state of Georgia, and Cobb County, Georgia. I further swear to perform these duties assigned to me as a firefighter to the best of my ability and to uphold the rules and regulations of Cobb County Fire and Emergency Services. I will bear allegiance to my department, and I will perform no act bringing discredit to its name. So help me God. Firefighters, please be seated.
Thank you to the families and distinguished guests for your part in the successful preparation of Recruit Class 58. Thank you, Chief Hancock, the training division, and the countless adjunct instructors for creating an environment for success for these fine firefighters. Thank you to Cobb County Fire family, our Fire Chief, Director of Public Safety, County Manager, and a Board of Commissioners for your leadership and commitment to providing the citizens and visitors of Cobb County with the very best. These firefighters are here tonight because of the collaborative effort of all of you. Firefighters from Class 58, always remember and reflect upon this special night. For it is this night that you have become a member of a family of brothers and sisters called Cobb County Firefighters. As firefighters, we are all destined to make a difference in someone's life. The very nature of our profession will most likely put you in a position to be one that will save someone's life. You're destined to lead the way in setting a standard of excellence. This is not only your destiny, but our department's vision and our legacy. So tonight, I challenge you to continue the legacy of a fire department that leads the way in setting a standard of excellence. Enjoy the journey. Trust me, time flies. Just over 24 years ago, I started with Cobb Fire, and it feels like yesterday. I encourage you to take pictures and make every day a training day. Do not neglect yourself or your family. They're the ones behind the scenes that allow you to serve the public. Always appreciate them and don't take them for granted. Build relationships. The men and women you work with will become some of the closest people in your lives. They often will be the ones you turn to help when you run on that difficult call. And do not be afraid to ask for help if you need it. We have people and systems in place to help you with the difficulties of our job. We want to help you and are here for you if you need us. In closing, always bring honor to our profession. Wherever you go, whatever you do. Honor the legacy and the name of our great department and always give your best. Remember, this day is a day you join the ranks of the best. You are a Cobb County firefighter. I would personally like you to welcome you to the greatest profession and the greatest fire department and to our family. Thank you.
Congratulations, Class 58, for your hard work. Thank you for everyone coming tonight to be a part of this special night for them. Y'all are dismissed.